Key to unlocking the true power of your mind is through selective thinking, accepting the thoughts that you do want and rejecting the thoughts that you do not want and that do not serve you. This video is all about doubts and how to overcome them. My name is James Boston at Kalmar Minds, and welcome to this video. So first of all, what are doubts? Doubts are essentially a feeling of uncertainty or a lack of conviction. These often begin as thoughts which act as a barrier which stop you doing something. They prevent you doing some course of action. So let's be more specific. In my last video, I gave you guys a very easy technique that you can use to try and reprogram yourself to be more confident, to achieve the desire that you specifically have, okay? But one of the big problems with that is doubts, okay? So let's think of an example. If you're trying to tell yourself that you're more beautiful, you're more confident in yourself, you have more self-love, etc., but you have these doubts coming in your mind that every time you try and tell yourself that you're beautiful, you have this doubt that comes in your mind that says, no, you're not, or I don't believe that, that's not true. And these doubts come in your mind and they manifest in their mind. So how do we deal with them? Okay, let's take a more specific look again. So let's take a look at athletes, especially if you look at a big match or a kind of final, especially Olympic athletes. Let's take runners, for example. You'll notice that runners spend a very short time before they actually run a race trying to psych themselves up. So what process is happening here? I'll tell you what's happening here. They are trying to convince themselves subconsciously that they can win the race, that they have the ability to win the race, and they will win the race. Okay? That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to overcome doubts. Now let me tell you something. Every single human being on the planet has doubts. Okay? But there's a difference. Usain Bolt, with his fantastic running ability when he was in his prime, I guarantee that even he, somewhere in the recesses of his mind, had some sort of doubt that said, you can't do this. Okay? But what do the best do? The people who have learned to master their minds are masters at overcoming those doubts and overpowering those thoughts. They outmuscle them with positivity and forward-thinking intentions through their willpower, okay? Now this isn't saying that if you're struggling with doubts, you have a lack of power. It's not about how much power or how much willpower you have. It's more about how you assert your willpower and concentrate it. So the people who have learned to overcome their doubts, they have done it through a concentration of their willpower, where they are so focused on what it is they want that they are not going to allow any doubts, regardless of how small it is or how big it is. They are not going to allow any doubts to get in their way and prevent them from mentally being in the right state of mind to achieve what it is they want. Okay? So, doubts. Continue. Let's take a breather, as we always do, and back to it. So, in order for you to overcome doubts, okay, I will give you guys one easy workable technique that you can do, okay? And this technique is universal, you can do it anywhere, and that's really why I like it, okay? Similar to my first video, you need to begin the process of self-reflection or observing your own thoughts. So when these doubts come into your mind, you need to analyze it. So you're trying to manifest more self-love and more self-confidence. But the problem is that these doubts keep getting in the way. So what I want you to do, anytime a doubt comes in your mind, now you can be anybody, this is applicable for every single person, because we all get doubts at some point. What I want you to do is analyze the doubt. So when the doubt comes in your mind, say to yourself, why is this doubt there? Why is the power word? Ask yourself, why is it there? Okay? And when you come up with another answer, ask yourself, okay, why is that the case? And keep putting your mind in an analytical state, okay? But do it in a kind of relaxed way, not an intense way, okay? Be very relaxed and calm when you do it, okay? And ask yourself, why is that thought there? And is that thought beneficial to me? And the more you begin the process of doing this, you should realize that these doubts have no place in your mind. And then you can begin to concentrate on the opposite. And what you are doing there is you are neutralizing your mind, okay? You're neutralizing your mind and your thoughts, okay? And then you're polarizing yourself with the complete opposite. So in other words, the doubt comes into your mind, okay? It gets on your nerves, but you begin the process of analyzing it and almost putting yourself in the middle. In the middle, you can make a more clear decision. Then you realize these doubts are no good for you, and you begin the process of transcending your thoughts to a more positive state of mind. Of course, there are many other ways and other techniques to overcome doubts. So what I'm going to say to you guys is, if you have doubts that are kind of lingering in your mind, you're struggling to get rid of them, I want you to email me or DM me on Instagram or message me on Facebook, get in contact with me, tell me what specific doubts that you are having, and I will see what I can recommend as a more specific technique or strategy that you can use to overcome your doubts. Okay? As always, my name is James Boston. This is Calmar Minds. Follow me on Instagram at Calmar Minds. I have a Facebook page, Calmar Minds again. Also subscribe to the YouTube channel, okay? And I hope this video was useful again, okay?